哎，这一集呢，我们就要前往凯尔莫汉了。但是在前往凯尔莫汉之前呢，我们在诺维格瑞这里还有最后一件事情要做，我们要把赛马的奖杯给他拿了。
Thanks for the invite.
Congratulations. Quite the winner, the Vagel buds. Luke's one hell of a prick, but I don't recall him ever losing before. And seeing as you outran him, you actually stand a chance at Paleo. Make some real coin.
Paleo? Never heard of it.
Fuck me, what a peasant. The Paleo's a race held at night in the city streets. Used to be every district sponsored a competitor. Things are different now. You're gonna race jockeys put forward by Bedlam and Reuven, but my coin's on you.
Fine, I'll race.
Lovely, colour me thrilled. Just don't bloody let me down, cause I'm about to bet a small fortune on you. Go prepare. Drink some chamomile or whatever the fuck.
啊，这货每次有什么鬼主意都不给我们直说，啊，都说的他，包括他的手下说的都很这个。很露骨的委婉。总之呢，就是他参与一个地下赛马赌博的一个活动，然后呢，他想让我们来赢得这场比赛，因为他把赌注都压在了我们的身上啊。我们要做的呢，就是帮他赢得比赛就可以了。这个赛马呢，还是有点难度，一个是对手呢，这个不怎么会放水，再有呢是这个赛马的跑道呢是没有明显的这个标识让你这个识别的，比如说，而且岔路很多。有的时候就算看着地图，有时候可能反应不过来，说是迟那是快的，然后就可能会走岔了啊！一旦偏离了这个跑道的话，就直接算作是失败。所以这个算作是，而且只有一次机会，所以这个算作是一个这个失败率、容错率比较低的一个任务。然后我们是可以存档的，所以呢，就算你跑失败了，读取这个哨岗有这个自动存档啊。这个因为我也是跑过很多遍了，所以一般也不会跑岔啊。比如说像这个口就容易跑岔。不容易跑岔的一个方式就是说，你看右上角这个小地图，我习惯是将它设置为固定，就是小地图不会随着我们的方向旋转，这样的话便于我来识别这个东西南北。比如说我看一眼大地图，然后呢在我当前的位置的北边，然后我就能看着小地图，我就向着北边的方向找，知道自己面朝的是哪个方向。因为我不是太会这个习惯上不太会注意这个小地图上N的那个箭头所指。有的人可能是习惯，但有的人不习惯，我就属于那种不习惯的那一类人。但是如果根据需要赛马的时候，因为不需要掌握东西南北，你只要知道哪个路口岔的向左还是向右，你就可以选择将小地图转换为这个活动的，就是会随着我们的方向旋转。这样的话一般就不容易跑偏了啊。这个在设置菜单里的 HUD 设置就可以。说了半天好像跟赛马没有关系。这个赛马跑动的时候呢，现在是这个 DLC 里头新加了一个，就是有的时候会有意外障碍。不过这场比赛没有加入，之前的原先的那些比赛呢有一些加入，但是呢不会有太大影响。就是说你跑着跑着，突然有个油桶滚过来了你要这个进入子弹时间，然后慢速的这个就是有你足够的反应时间来躲避。看获得了这个赛马的奖杯，极速快感，赢得了威伦、诺维格瑞，然后还有就是说史凯利杰，再加上这个地下的这个赛马比赛。
Give us a kiss, Geralt. No? Then I'll smooch that roach of yours. That were lovely.
And my pay?
Take it, you cheeky bastard. Never met a man who earned his coin fairer than you did today.
Temple Guard, scatter!
We gotta get the fuck out of here. Thanks, Geralt.
因为他们是这个地下的赛马活动，所以非法的，于是就被守卫发现了。他赢了40克了。你看他们还在这儿砍杀。不过我们好像没有趁火打劫的机会。怎么好像平民也给砍死了？不过现在这些呢就不用管了，我们在诺维格瑞现在没有什么可以留恋的了。是奖励我们那个赛马眼罩还没有我们自己的好。接下来我们就要去乌鸦堡找这个之前的那个丑陋的那个小怪物乌马它是一个找到 Siri 的重要线索，我们要把它带到这个凯尔莫汉看想办法能不能解除他身上的诅咒。但是乌鸦堡现在男爵不在，被他们这里一个上尉来接手管理。
Greetings. Baron's not here. Rode off to find a healer. For the wife, naturally.
I know. seen what's happening outside the gates?
What do you mean? Baron left me in command. Told the boys to set things right, put them in order. The new order.
They're murdering and pillaging.
That is the new order. And I don't give a flying fuck if you like it or not.
男爵出于信任呢，让这个中士接手了他对这个威伦这里的管理权，然而他却把威伦整成这个破样子。不过呢，这也不是我们该管的事。总之，我们现在知道这个中士不是什么好东西就好。现在我们主要的事情是来找这个乌玛啊，但是还是要找这个中士，因为这个触发这个中士跟我们对话的这个剧情呢是，随着这个男爵去找他带他老婆去看病的这个结果，所以会触发这么一段对话。但是乌玛呢还是属于这个中士的，所以我们去这个男爵的他那个房间里，哎，就可以找到他。我们稍微清一清包。把不需要带着的东西都给它先放下，哎，然后清理一下这个背包的这个容量。
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma, gonna take him with me.
Gotta ask the Baron's permission. Thing is, he ain't here.
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you. You can try to stop me. But that'd be an error. A mortal one.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly.
啊，看来是在这个看马的那个人那里，我们去找，把乌玛带走，不管他愿不愿意。
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back, though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
Find something else to laugh at. I don't know. Catch some frogs and shove straws up their asses.
Huh? That one of your Witcher games?
Witcher version's different. Don't make me show you. Open the door. Now. Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on. What the? Quit playing around. Let's go. Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Banglin.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, our spies report that the garrison at Banglin consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once.
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I gave you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
I pursued those leads you gave me. Ciri first reappeared in Skellige with a mage, an elf. Yen knows more.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there. They were forced to flee to Velen.
Where they were separated. Ciri spent some time with a local warlord, a self-styled baron who...
Yes, I know my vassals.
Who helped her get to Novigrad, where Ciri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee, went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion there.
And into the Wild Hunt, again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
The information appears of little use, though at least it seems you kept busy.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Fali, Gladiv Dorn Eptened, Bandro Ithne Iakis. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
Wouldn't count on that happening.
That was no request, it was an order, Geralt. And I advise you well, do not disobey me. This audience is over. Till the next.
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours. Where'd it disappear to? I mean, you were meek as a novice at Aretusa, called into the Dean's office.
I merely know when I can indulge my pride and when I must swallow it. Unlike some others, I know.
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this now, Geralt? We can fight another time, in another place, where the walls have no ears.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here. Probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
因为一直都是有话说，所以我也没什么，大家就当做是像看电视剧一样的看着就好啊。但是我要是插嘴的话，好像他这个对话我也都选了，哎，当前这个情况、局势什么也都说的挺详细的了。那杰洛特这个现在又启程前往凯尔莫汉，这是已经快到了，但是却在这里遇到了一只插尾龙，凯尔莫汉也不是很太平。这一下惊吓到了罗伯和这个乌马，哎，这个惊吓到乌马还好说，这个罗伯的话差点就把他们从马背上丢下去。于是杰洛特使用了一个亚克西之印，让他冷静下来。这个设定还是挺有意思的，在马匹上不能使用其他的法印，但是却可以使用亚克西，使这个马匹呢在遇到危险的时候能够冷静下来，不至于让它从马背上摔落。这个功能呢看似没什么卵用，却能增加你在这个游戏当中的体验。看起来这个乌马还是挺重的哦。我们的老师威瑟米尔，狼学派兽魔猎人当中最德高望重的老前辈，真的是从百鬼人之后有好久没见了。从威瑟米尔的表情来看，似乎不需要太多解释。
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forked tail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Don't look all that nice yourself. How'd you get so dirty?
Huh? Ah, this. I was mixing some lime for the mortar. Need to patch up the walls before they crumble.
Lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel not willing to help? Don't see the sense in it?
No. Yennefer found more important things for them to do.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... Well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a, we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. Then she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she... Ah, now I see.
It's either that, or Yen really hates oak furniture. So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do with it, despite our asking.
She's gotta have a good reason.
Huh, more than one, most likely. In any case, she's set her mind on something. Needs us to stay out of her way, mostly.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help, running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
哎，这是游戏当中我们第2次吧，算是第2次来到凯尔莫汉。之前有几次是1代的时候，一开始是在凯尔莫汉的，而且如果是对1代游戏有印象的同学会发现，3代做的是这个跟1代的这个布局啊什么的完全是一样的， 就是这个贴图可能会不太一样，但是布景啊，这个陈设啊、比例啊，完全是和1代时候完全是一样的，但是也全部都次世代化了。这应该算不上是偷工减料，这个应该因为毕竟是同样的一个地方嘛。现在我们为了要把这个解除魔法的诅咒呢，我们这个还不着急，我们毕竟先回到了家中，我们先这个其他的这些兽魔猎人还有叶奈法啊，都算是我们的家人，先跟家人打个招呼啊。我们一个一个来啊。这里出来进入这个城堡的这个大厅，这里呢，先遇到是 Lambert， 我们先跟他说说话。这个驴脾气的 Lambert， 这里好像这是一个吸血鬼的尸体。这不是Lambert 又遇到什么事儿了
？Brewing potions?
Oh.
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
一句话如果有2种说法的话，兰德伯特是绝对会捡难听的那种来说的，就是这么讨厌。
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
Know what? Never mind. Not gonna argue with you.
Right, no time to lose. The monstrosity awaits.
Lambert.
Oh, sorry. The potential Cirilla.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
这一出去的话就要好久了，我们先不着急，我们先跟其他人这个能在凯尔莫汉这个他们的这个营地啊，不是应该说是这个城堡这里能做的事情先都做了。我们还要去找这个叶奈法，我们去跟叶奈法说一下。如果玩过1代的话，对这里的陈设布局应该也是很熟悉的。我们要走这里看到这个壁炉，但是到不到壁炉另外一侧？壁炉的另外一侧是厨房，我们要从这边绕一下。1代的时候还会在这里遇到第1场小 BOSS 战。至于要找叶奈法呢，这个是在这个 Trace 的房间。1代的时候，这个杰洛特一上来也是跟这个 Trace 是那个什么的状态，而他们所在的地方呢，就在厨房这旁边的这个塔楼，沿着这个楼梯走到顶端就是了，是一个卧室起居室。我靠，出什么事儿了？没事吧？
Damn crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the 3rd crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
叶奈法怨气好大。
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor? Wouldn't recommend it. That stone can get awfully chilly.
Frankly, I prefer a chill to bedding littered with red hair.
So upset about Triss, you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way? Geralt, I don't want to seem like a vindictive shrew, but that very bed is where you just happened to fuck a dear friend of mine. Yes, I know, you'd lost your memory. Whatever. Let us agree that I will refrain from scolding you, while you will stop mentioning that stupid bed. Agreed?
Agreed.
Splendid. On to more pressing matters.
You got trust issues with us?
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So I'd rather keep certain things secret, for the time being.
Pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now, but you'll understand in time.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
All right, I'll talk to them. Anything else?
Yes. There's one other trifling matter. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
Who you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
No secret at all. Ida Emian. Remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
Your sorceress friends, the sage and not-so-sage, they've let me down before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potesta Quisitor.
Potesta Quisitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for? Ah, one more thing. Thank you, Geralt.
兰伯特的那边的事情呢比较麻烦，不过这个叶奈法需要我们帮忙做的事情呢还算好办啊，就只要在这个凯尔莫汉这里就可以。哎呦，我靠，我以为我要掉下去了啊，在凯尔莫汉这里就能办。我记得这个楼梯原先是好像是旁边是没有护栏的。我玩了1代之后，这个1代的这个凯尔莫汉的这个设计我还是印象挺深的。 虽然说就玩过1次啊，但是这个真的是有一种一辈子都忘不了啊！再加上这个又很还原的，又再次来到，信号越来越强了，就在这块儿。哎，这里这个维瑟米尔正在跟乌马，好像是在训练乌马。信号越来越强了，应该就在附近。
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few, hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sodden? The North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, Edirn, and the mages were heroes. On the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
See you later, Vesemir. Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer. Mountain witchery never took off.
这一箱什么玩意儿
Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope
又兰伯特
doesn't
搞的鬼。
work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir.
维瑟米尔叔叔还是把杰洛特他们当小孩一样，虽然说杰洛特他们也快100多岁了。
You too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
叶南法的这个事情就算是办完了。觉得兰伯特看你干的好事儿。这个兰伯特，杰洛特的最佳损友，他是有多损呢？我们在下一集可以总结一下。哎，这集呢，我们还是先把我们的事儿这个先办完。
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
No, he probably knew. But that's the sort of prank you only pull on someone you like.
You don't suppose he... Lambert? Really? I'm flattered. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kedmil Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foi. Gledev Don Ebtenid Bondro Isne Iachus.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends, of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Severn. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
What is it?
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work could be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod...
Then it's old. Very, very old.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
Finish whatever it was you and the boys were planning to do. Then we'll begin.
这个也算是完成了一件事情，我们知道了这个解除诅咒应该有可能是可以做到的。这个主线也毕竟是主线啊，这个给的经验非常多，刚才直接拿到了480，顶3个圣魔猎人委托的经验。我们现在还有2件事情，一个是帮这个 Lambert， 一个帮这个埃斯凯尔。埃斯凯尔直接是玩3代的同学呢，可能不知道是谁。这个埃斯凯尔呢，同样跟杰洛特是圣魔猎人，但是不及杰洛特有名。但是呢，作为圣魔猎人的能力呢，是完全不在杰洛特之下的，并且呢，这个他是从最早和杰洛特还没有成为圣魔猎人的时候，就从小是在一起，作为青梅竹马，一起学习圣魔猎人的技能，一起接受青草试炼。但是到他们这个成年以后呢，他们2个人就分开了。但是每次到冬天回到凯尔莫汉的时候，他们还是依然会喝一杯，纪念一下死去的战友，可以称得上是没有血缘的亲兄弟。埃斯凯尔呢，此时是去狩猎这个插尾龙了。杰洛特就随着他这个留下的这个足迹痕迹来寻找这个埃斯凯尔，看看能不能帮助他找到这个插尾龙。 埃斯凯尔似乎是利用了一只活着的羊，打算用它来当做诱饵。这都是作为狩魔猎人来这个狩猎魔物的时候很有效的知识。还没有找到这个埃斯凯尔，却找到了这么一只羊。但是对于埃斯凯尔，我总觉得他长得好像毕福剑。
As for forked tails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See your memories back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
I'm a simple witcher wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
Fame's not all it's made out to be. Consider myself lucky if I were you.
You're right. Takes a lot of champagne to wash down all that caviar. That is tough going. Shh. Hear that? Incoming.
猎物上钩了。话说你们不躲到这个灌木丛中，就这样子暴露在外面被叉尾龙看到没有问题吗？这个叉尾龙呢属于龙族生物，所以呢我们涂上龙族油并且呢它还有弱点是这个昆恩。只能说是昆恩，因为它攻击频率比较低，昆恩可以有效的抵挡它的攻击。在下一次它攻击的时候，我们有所有的时间恢复到足够的精力，再释放下一次昆恩。再有呢，这个阿尔德，还有就是这个蜂窝炸弹呢，都可以炸出一个它明显的硬直。但是我们把它砍掉一半的血量的时候，它却逃跑了。这是这个作为狩魔猎人很忌讳的一件事情，因为你马上就要把它杀掉了，它却逃跑了，很可能以后就再也追不到它。
Bleeding heavily.
From an artery. Blood's light covered. Can't fly much.
这个还好，因为伤到它的动脉，所以它应该没有办法很快这个逃离太远，那应该还能追得上。
Not scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
Scorpion's a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine. Have I told you how I got him?
No, don't think so.
Saved his lost knight once. You know, woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Told him, give me what you find.
你搞毛怎么又跳下去了？
No kid this time.
好吧，我们就当听故事。其实听他讲故事还挺好。
Bound by fate, an enchanting tale.
Mock me all you want. You're just jealous.
好吧。继续。
She cackled on the fence. The old hen she cackled. And she ain't cackled since.
What's that
你这唱的有啥
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
这个对，埃斯凯尔跟杰洛特是岁数相仿岁数是一样的。杰洛特都觉得自己可能都不记得自己亲生父母是什么样的，所以他就这个觉得埃斯凯尔你居然还能记得，不过显然这个埃斯凯尔他也不记得，他只能记得一些事。
Look at the tracks. We broke its wing, I think.
他应该这个叉尾龙躲进这个山洞了，这样他就没地方可逃了。但是他这个狗急跳墙，兔子急了咬人这种事情还是比较危险的。不过我们的这个等级装备打法都是完全碾压的，所以不用担心这一点。我们有我们的海克纳尖药，还有就是我们的这个劈头盖脸式剑法。 对付他没有任何问题这个劈头盖脸式剑法，有些同学可能看了以后想尝试模仿，但发现不成功。这个是有要领的，就是首先呢，这个劈头盖脸剑法的这个蓄力攻击的动作，必须要达到你这个体力值精力值达到1半以上的时候。也就是说，如果你想试图配合大施救的话，是不可以的，因为大施救一刀砍出去的话，这个体力就空了，就不能使用蓄力的攻击了。 再有呢，这个蓄力不能长按，一定是一定节奏的按住，松开一下，立马再按住，松开一下，让它形成连续的这个劈砍的动作。可以自己先多试一试，要练习，练习到实战的时候也能正常发挥出来。
No, it doesn't. I trust her.
And they say people learn from their mistakes.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
Something about Yen bothering you? Come on, grow a pair. Give it to me straight.
You grow a pair and admit she tricked you more than a few times.
That was then. Yen's changed.
Right. Fine, never mind. Let's go.
要这个插尾龙脊髓液是要做什么？不管，总之相信液态法肯定是有什么用处的。哎，这里面可以稍微搜刮一下，然后我们就可以看强化狼之手套。啊，这个现在我玩的时候又到了这个 1.11 的补丁，之前还在说 1.10 呢。1.10 这个有一些新的这个问题，但是 1.11 以后又修复了。1.10为了迎接新的这个实质性 DLC， 但是呢接踵而来也有很多问题。哎，但是 1.11 呢就基本上都修复了，大部分的会对剧情或者奖杯影响的东西都修复了。 但是问题依然有啊，不过大部分不影响游戏的进程。
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to care Moorhen wins.
这个大家有注意到，这个艾斯凯尔本身就长得不像毕福剑的了，然后呢，脸上的这个伤疤呢，又特别的这个。 并不像杰洛特他们身上脸上那个伤疤那么帅，而是那样歪歪曲曲的那样。哎，因为这个艾斯凯尔脸上的伤疤呢，并不是被怪物所抓伤，而是被某个人用刀子刻上去的。哎，应该是像是用刑一样，但是这个说来就话长了。总之呢，这个艾斯凯尔也是个挺不容易的。这里我们跟艾斯凯尔赛马的话，如果取胜的话，会有机会能赢得他给的一个奖励，但是我们这里拒绝了。 因为一般给的话就是给你一把剑，然后最后的这把剑的命运不是被卖了就是被分解了，所以这个也就不收他的礼了。不过这个他要送什么，因为我从来没收过，所以我也不知道。哎，不过我也不稀罕，身上什么东西也都够用，哎，所以就没有感觉，也不影响我这个挑战奖杯啊什么什么的，我好像没有这个好奇心。 哎，这里的话会有一个奇怪的事情，到桥上一定会停一下，但是呢，这个时候就有点容易被追上了啊，所以这个赛马也是有可能会输的。如果你想赢的话，最好还是先在赛马之前存个档。
Finally, took you a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Mm-hmm. Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer, but one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
Come on, not gonna take anything from you. Buy me around sometime and we'll call it good.
Done deal.
现在呢，我们去帮 Lambert 去 Lambert 那边看是需要我们做什么。到城堡内的时候，本来要找 Lambert 去看到这个埃斯凯尔在盯着这个吸血鬼的尸体，哎，好像在想什么。 我们可以去多问问。玩这个游戏就是来看故事的。
A month of tracking, stalking, but I finally dropped the son of a bitch.
Congratulations. Can't help wondering though, why'd you keep the corpse? Aim to stuff it, hang it above the mantle?
Not a bad idea. Gotta finish the autopsy first though. This one was quicker than most, quicker and stronger. Want to examine it thoroughly.
Mind if I have a look?
Want to do the honors?
No thanks. You cut. I'll grab a bite to eat. Nice claws. 15 inches, I'd say.
They grow its whole life. This one was about 100, 110 years old.
Pretty muscular legs. Calves and feet especially.
Let me tell you, this sucker was fast. 1 second here, there the next. Always in the shadows. Could barely see it.
So how'd you take it down?
Long story. Tell you another time.
Let's examine its head.
Long whiskers. Protruding frontal lobe, but that's normal. Long ears. And an earring.
Mm-hmm. Seen that before. Some of them like shiny objects, like magpies.
And in the maw, Yellow dull teeth. Missing its upper front teeth. Lower incisors.
Clearly not a flosser. Fine, let's move on. Open its gut. So, anything interesting?
Bits of undigested food. A few decades worth, looks like. Human hair, a belt buckle, a few coppers, and a gold ring. Want to give it to Yennefer? Ought to be as good as new once you polish it a bit.
No thanks. She only wears silver.
That's her loss. Rest is perfectly normal, except for its gnarled liver. Seems like I had a penchant for the blood of drunkards.
Think I've seen enough for now. This was an old one. Experienced.
It'd be nice to figure out a way to determine a Catacan's age based on its tracks. Avoid running across one like this unprepared.
It would, I agree. But later. See you, Eskel.
我们现在还是去找 Lambert 吧。Lambert 还有一件事情是这个
Everything's ready at my end.
夜奈法需要我们做的事情。我们现在选择出发吧。
Let's go.
Oh, meant to
最后的试炼。
Can't get to the circle through the mountains. Rock slide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten, that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man can't stand it.
凯尔莫汉真是一个充满了回忆的家。他们在这里不自觉的就会想起很多事情啊，因为他们从小在这里长大，学习了很多技艺。作为狩魔猎人的生存能力，还有各种各样的这个接受的试炼和苦难。我们看到这个城堡这里有个缺口，他们正在说，这个缺口是1代的时候第1章序章的时候开始打开的一个地方。现在我们要跟着兰伯特去到这个元素之环，为了他们那个盒子来吸收天地之灵气。不过呢，原本能通往那里的路去不了了，所以只能走另外一条他们小时候走过的路。
Wow, never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
凯尔莫汉式炸鱼法，这比钓鱼牛逼多了。然后这段路程上是一段这个风景很好的地方，我们看周围的这个松树林，看的人这个赏心悦目。然后它周围的这个刮风的这个音效也配得特别好，让你觉得好像真的是在觉得周围有点凉飕飕的，吹的这个森林中的这个凉气。好像还起雾了，这里又有一些这个妖鸟，很烦的。这个弓箭射下来，不过这个 Lambert 他没有弓箭。看这个杰洛特拿着弓箭射得这么开心，哎，他觉得他自己也应该弄一副不是弓箭，是这个弩箭。他也要去弄一个。我们这把弩箭还是这个维瑟米尔给我们的。这个十字弩箭最好的一点就是不装弓箭的时候依然可以射箭，哎，弩箭是无限的。
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zeracania.
Yeah. Save that tale for your next sorceress.
哎，这还有个漏网之鱼。还劈不到你。好，继续出发。这个巫师3的整个游戏呢，大部分时间都在帮别人完成一些事情，都是在说别人的事情，但是很少说到他们自己之间的事情。在凯尔摩汉这里呢，却有很多机会来了解他们自己。
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way.
明显就是属于那种玩世不恭的孩子和他的父母起冲突的那种感觉。
Damn it! Moored it right here, I swear.
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
这里还好，就是这个不需要一个线索，大概能知道这个船的位置。我们只要是向的这个地图上给我们标出来的黄圈的那个方向，找找线索就好。这里还有一些水鬼要砍，但是在这个 1.11的这个版本之后呢 ，1.10的时候，我们前面说了这个这个水鬼的有一个 bug， 就是亚克西之印半无效，但是在1.11之后呢，直接变成全无效了。其实全无效的话才应该算是对的，因为在怪物图鉴当中的说明是因为这个水鬼它的心智实在是太低等，所以亚克西之印对他们是没有效果的。不过你倒是把月之城对于妖灵无效的这个 bug 给修了呀。怪物图鉴里面可是说月之城对妖灵是有特效的。
Go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know, only 2 boys returned from my group.
再说他们以前在做试炼时候的
You were the ones who ran into old Spear Tip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still gnawing at you?
Gnawing? No. Straight old pisses me off. What the fuck was that trial for? Most who returned from the Circle of Elements died within a year in some swamp, hunting drowners for Crown 30 a head. So exactly what was the point?
Ought to ask Vesemir.
Oh, I have. Many times, believe you me.
兰博特虽然总是脾气不好，但是可以看出来他心肠还是挺好的。
I'm taking the tiller though.
Because?
Because it's my boat, not up for discussion.
这个兰伯特也是那种不想见到那种无谓的伤亡的这种事情，但是有的时候也是有点这个判断力上也是属于那种非黑即白的，认定这个人是坏人就一定要把这个人弄死。之前帮他处理的那个循线追查的那个任务也是这样。好，我们现在坐船，兰伯特开船，我们还省事儿呢。
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles, nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose.
这条船上他们俩设计的对话剧情还挺有意思的，可以多看看。
Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
虽然说是雾很大，看不太清楚，但是也可以感觉到凯尔莫汉这里的风景确实好。
Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside.
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom, like step softly or you'll wake old Spear Tip?
这应该是他们以前徽章试炼的时候，维瑟米尔给他们的警告才对。
Sheesh, you're pricklier than Yen.
Ugh, don't fall in love with me. Let's go.
Hear that? Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
其实兰伯特说的对，这显而易见应该是一个这个幻觉，或者说是一个陷阱。但是游戏嘛，这个我们去调查一下不碍事，算是多了解一下这个世界，看看又不会死。虽然说是会死，但是我们没那么容易死，对吧？去这个红圈的这个范围调查看看，是真的是有个小孩发出这样的声音，但是我们可以听，我们自己都可以听出来，这个声音不同寻常，并不是真的是一个小孩发出来的。
Hey, little guy. It's all right. You're safe now.
No! No! Help!
Fine. Consider yourself vindicated. You were right.
Well, well, what do you know?
We can talk about that later. Got the foglets to take care of now.
原来是这些小巫妖的幻术。这个小巫妖虽然说看起来等级不高，但是呢，它们数量实在是太多了，还不是说是这个巫妖的这个分身的这个数量多，而是本体数量确实多。不过这个空间狭小很有利于我们的这个劈头盖脸式，很容易打中它们。我们再装上一个食尸生物油，这个小巫妖属于食尸生物，增加一下攻击力，然后本身自带海科纳，对付他们应该是没有什么问题的。空间狭小的话，其实配合这个恶魔城或者说是这个北风会很有效果，因为北风和恶魔城对大部分的敌人都有效果，而且这个空间狭小，北风和恶魔城呢，他们是没有地方躲避的。虽然说我们自己也会这个恶魔城中毒，但是喝一个精英的话，配合精英恶魔城中毒的效果的话，精英可以令我们回血。
An illusion. Who would have thunk?
You're not gonna let this drop anytime soon, are you?
No, I will not. In fact, whole world should hear about the time the famed Geralt of Rivia was duped like a child. Think we ought to get Dandelion to write a ballad about it. How's that sound?
Dandelion should sing about you instead. Lambert, the smart-ass witcher.
Better that than naive. Smartasses live longer.
Changing subjects. Did I see right? Was that boy?
Yeah, one of ours. Must have drowned during his trial. Foglets remembered his voice and appearance.
Charming. Let's get out of here.
Needn't ask me twice. In fact, I didn't even want to come here.
Lambert, enough.
Lambert 就是算是这个杰洛特的这么一个错误。但是其实作为我们玩家来说的话，能过来有个怪物杀是很好的事情呀！收集到这么多的素材，还能卖钱，还不占背包空间容量。不过就游戏的这个世界观剧情上来说的话，作为这个狩魔猎人，他们这个在这样一个凶险的时代、凶险的社会里面，还是不要自找麻烦的好，因为说不定什么事情就会令自己丧命。而且像杰洛特这种人都是死过一回的，而且只是死在一个小孩的一个这个干草叉上面，被一个小孩用干草叉所刺死。
Shit, too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready?
Oh, you fat fuck.
1, 2, 3. You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
他们要穿过这个洞穴来到这个元素之环，不过呢，这个洞穴里头有他们试炼的时候的一个阻碍。
Mind not stomping like that.
Relax, I slipped.
这里你可以选择用阿尔德直接将这个墙壁破坏冲过去。就是说，如果你对自己的战斗力没有信心的话，可以就是也不惊动。如果你有信心的话，直接把这个墙壁破坏掉，惊动这个巨人，然后跟他打一场，然后再走掉也是可以的。这里呢，我们是不惊动，走过去，然后把这个老巨人杀掉，然后再走掉。
Pulverized.
Old spear tips never been kind to guests.
看来是曾经的访客，被这个老毛头，就是这个巨人，给干掉了。洞穴里面也是还是有一些这个箱子、宝藏什么的，可以仔细搜刮一下，但是没有什么特别重要必拿的东西。
Would have been nice. Ah, so soft and sweet, just sleeping there. Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
他们以前要躲他，主要是因为还是小时候，这个能力有限。现在的话，其实杀掉他，还是有一点危险，他攻击力很高。然后要打他的话是这个，我们如果用这个劈头盖脸式剑法的话，最好是海克纳剑药配合这个日间妖灵剑药，因为呢，他把这个巨人打我们，虽然伤害高，但是呢，我们砍劈剑可以回血，但是有一点劣势就是说，他打中我们的时候，我们的硬直过大，但是喝下了这个日间妖灵剑药的话，可以大幅度的减少我们的硬直时间，所以我们喝一个，就不容易倒地。空挥几下剑，然后我们看也会回血，让他打没事，我们就硬扛着打。熊学派就是要扛，好，顺利砍死。 这么点破玩意儿。
You gonna live?
Probably.
Let's get out of here.
Wait. That's for Voltaire, you whore son.
Voltaire. Who's that?
Don't remember? Little guy. A scar on his chin, right here.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
All we can do now. Never made it out of here. Let's go.
纪念死去的弟兄。在离开之前呢，再确认一下周围还是有几个宝箱啊，而且里头是有些图纸的，虽然说不是很重要，只是一些这个普通的一些这个装备的锻造图纸，我们还是习惯穿套装。
Good to be back above ground.
Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
We ought to be careful. This is their turf.
Couple of trolls got you soiling your knickers?
Was bold and brash once, like you. Then I took a pitchfork in the gut. Peasant kid, not a troll. I almost died. Hard way to learn, but I did. Come on.
就像我刚说的，杰洛克算是一次受过教训的人，死过一次的人。哎，这里正好还有个魔力之锁，获得了一点技能点。啊，这个有的人可能也是问了，这个十之星做不做？十之星，玩了一遍，体验很棒啊，但肯定想做。但十之星是有等级这个问题，等级要达到32级，至少要28级，所以我们等到我们自身等级达到至少28级的时候再去做吧。
Witches is to walk no more. Stops. East Mountain, Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Witches is thing 1 say, thing 2 do. Thing 3 do. Sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
啊，捉完了逼还想跑，看我用石头砸死你！这个巨魔萌萌哒，但是呢，其实这个巨魔我们打过很多次交道了。其实这个巨魔呢，虽然说傻，然后呢又吃人，但是呢他们是讲道理的。食人魔讲道理，但是他傻啊，那我们就很好糊弄了。其实就是说，这个食人魔呢，这个他们对人类不算是就是没有好感，就是他们觉得人类也很有趣，所以不再选择单单就直接是把人吃掉。他们会吃人，但是不会轻易去吃。
We walk those. News goes no far more. Witches is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witches castle. Rocks not there. Let a rock.
Enjoying this little chat? Cause it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witches strikes no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witches monster kills. Trolls monsters. Yes, true is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No agrees, we smash.
All right. We'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We
What the no? Ick metal. Mouth stings.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead.
看，我们跟巨魔打过很多次交道了，哎，这个巨魔真的很听话，很讲道理的。
If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, Witchers kill monsters.
Your memory's shit. They only kill harmful monsters.
They threw stones at us, Geralt.
Whine about it to Eskel later.
Just a few steps more.
啊，到达元素之环了。哇，这个风景真的很好。
Well, you made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough. Let's save the rest of your compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest.
哎，这里要点火是将周围这4个火盆都把它们点燃。啊，然后5大元素：水、火、空气、泥土。啊，5大元素还是4大元素啊？反正我是没搞清楚猎魔人里头他们说的元素的话是哪几个元素，因为不同的里头有的是5大元素，有的是4大元素。
Container will absorb the power of the elements while we catch a breather. So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah, used Axie. But I only had to get past one troll. Other 2 were busy.
Yeah, useful sign, Axie. Saved my life a short while ago.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel. I made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, and then hang himself.
Wow, truly great story.
Isn't it? Real side splitter, I think.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No, I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen.
We all went through it.
That's just it. Not everyone made it. Lots of boys died here. Boys taken against their will.
It was our destiny.
Destiny? Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer. All right. We've griped enough. Let's get out of here.
Need to get our swords. Witcher with no swords like a man without an arm.
Sure thing, brother.
兰伯特也是有个悲惨的童年，他脾气之所以这么差，看来也是情有可原，但是人确实不坏。
Witches is his sharp back club takes, and home goes.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I don't need convincing. Come on, Geralt, let's go.
Let's get back.
After you, sir.
那么夜乃法需要我们做的准备工作呢，也就都差不多了啊。那么我们下一集就要想办法看看能不能让这个丑陋的这个小怪物，这个解除它的诅咒。那么就是我们下一集的内容了。那么我们这期的节目就到这里啦，谢谢大家的观看，不要忘了加黑瞳谷歌的新浪微博哦。